You never miss out on a moment of the Fanatic. And best of all, it's FREE free. Don't miss out on this offer. Get your own 1580 The Fanatic sports app today. We are 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, your new summer home for sports.
I need some backup. I got to get these trucks to Tuscaloosa by Tuesday.
Trevor's Trucking needs 3 18-wheeler drivers with commercial licenses ASAP, or his company will stall.
If we don't move the rigs before this weekend, we're going to be in trouble.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Thank goodness it seems like the worst is over, but is your business back to pre-COVID numbers? Hi, Bruce Jacobs here to invite you to take advantage of a great opportunity to promote that you are open and ready to serve. With our affordable Open for Business advertising package, you'll only spend hundreds but reach thousands of potential new customers. Just go to 1580thefanatic.com and click on the link for Open for Business package. This offer will not last long. The Open for Business package on 1580 The Fanatic. Now let's all get back to business.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-438-8173. 800-438-8173. 800-438-8173. That's 800-438-8173.
This is Joan, enjoying some me time up on the rim. This is Simon and his friends paddling the Salt River. And this is Brad. Brad is, well, no one knows where Brad is. What they all have in common is that they went to azmbdnow.gov to quickly and easily renew their registration or 30 other services. So go to azmbdnow.gov and get more time to enjoy all the things you love.
Sponsored by ADOT in partnership with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
KQFN Tempe, also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 Rollins Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it's Monday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Phil in there pushing the buttons. You guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. Broadcasting live in the Hartman Solar Studio in Scottsdale, and holy moly. I thought they would lose a close game. I did not know that would turn into a big old blowout.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing in there, Phil?
I'm just here to celebrate a Suns win.
Hey, take that off before I set you on fire. He just put on a Suns headband. You don't get to wear that.
No, we got to rally the Valley. We got to rally the Valley, guys.
I'll rally my foot in your ass if you don't take that off.
We are Phoenix. Don't you read between the lines upon which my brow rests?
Yeah. I see what you're doing there, and I look at. I was
strategical blowout.
I was shocked to see what I saw, but listen, the Suns had an off night.
You're a pit of anus.
Well,
if you decipher that, you get what I just called him. He's a pit of anus.
Quite honestly, didn't we all see this coming?
No. We didn't see the blowout coming. No. Listen, I thought that if the Bucks were going to win a game, it would be in a close one. But here, listen, everybody can calm down. And Phil, take that off your head before the band breaks up. Here's the thing. It was a 20-point blowout. But what was missing in the game?
Devin Booker.
Exactly. If Devin Booker had been regular Devin Booker, now I know it doesn't add up to 1 point back and forth, but If Devin Booker had been playing like normal Devin Booker, we would have won that game.
And not only that, but here we go again. The NBA is in the finals. Put a referee with a known history with Chris Paul on the referee crew.
Hey! Wasn't that a charge? No, only if you guys do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo goes to the foul line. How many times? 17. How many times did all of the Phoenix Suns get there? 16. What does that tell you? The NBA's got to review these referee crews. And if there's a history there, don't put the guy on the damn game.
Almost like they wanted this series to go a little longer.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Listen, I am
the
not
most non-objective
Listen,
thing.
I have not been for that. I've not been one of these people who subscribes to the conspiracy theories. Randy sure is. I have not been. I have been very even-tempered in that. But when you start seeing the way they're calling the damn game, I guarantee you somebody said, we need this series to go longer. You know what to do. I mean, come on. There's so much crap that's getting called against the Suns. It's not getting called against the Bucks, and the Bucks are getting away with bloody murder. Tell me I'm wrong. Seriously, tell me I'm wrong. Did you watch the game, Phil?
Yeah. Why did
you see the same game?
Yes. No, I didn't see the same game apparently, but I did watch the game.
I think you watched a different game, because if you've seen that game, if you could even possibly be objective, but you can't, because the Suns beat your new team, the Lakers, and you're bitter about that. And your vagina has sand in it. So you're not really the right person to be giving any kind of analysis on what happened with the damn referees.
Do you realize that Giannis had 18 free throws in game 2, and he, I believe, had 16 in game 1? This is on par.
You know how many whiskeys I had? That's exactly how much that matters, what you're saying right now.
No, it does matter. When you're saying that he's the only one getting charges, the only difference was that he's actually making them that time. He made, 16 out of 18? That's ridiculous for Giannis.
Look,
you don't usually expect that.
The Bucks did what they needed to do, which was attack under the basket, get DeAndre Ayton in foul trouble, get him out of the game, because Dario Saric is no longer a factor, and they have nothing left but Frank the Tank. But I have news for you, Phoenix Suns fans, because coming up this week in Game 4, there will be a resurgence like somebody has never seen before. The resurgence will be Frank the Tank off the damn bench, and he will go to war under the basket, and Giannis will be shut down. Do you hear me? Shut the hell down.
So your savior's coming off the bench.
I feel like that was a speech better served to Gardner Minshew, because
what are you talking about?
I believe in that speech is about as much as I believe in Gardner Minshew.
Frank the Tank is going to be the underdog. You'll never see it coming until it happens.
Okay, listen, I want you to be right, but I think that Frank, he needs to play better. Absolutely. Anytime that old DeAndre Ayton has to sit down. But the real issue is Booker. Now, do you think Booker is going to have 2 bad games in a row, 3 bad?
No.
I mean, there's no way. And seriously, we all know it. If anybody hasn't figured it out, that is the fact. As Booker went, that game went. And in the next game, Booker is going to be back to his old self. Everybody's going to start playing. This is the kind of kick in the ass that the team needs to come back a little more fired up, a little more succinct, a little more careful. And listen, we've never said that Giannis wasn't up to it. He had 41 points in the loss. He had 41 points in the win. Yeah. The rest of his team started hitting a lot of shots they had not been hitting previously. So this has always been a team that can, win a game. It's just we didn't think they were going to again.
Look,
guess what they did?
And the Suns fell flat as far as shooting goes. And that didn't rest on just one person. The whole team was flat, shooting only 29% from the 3-point line. Field goals only 48%. This is not your typical Phoenix Suns team. And I expect them to bounce back in Game 4 and send a message. And quite frankly, to shut up all the doubters out there. Well, we knew it was going to happen. The Bucks are now 10-7 in the postseason in their last games, 3 through 7. So this series is over. The Bucks are going to win. Giannis has made a great case. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't think anybody who knows anything is actually saying that nonsense.
Yeah, that.
Well, you just turn on the TV channel, especially the 4-letter network, and that's what they've been preaching all day long.
Well, who's hosting the finals games?
I don't care who it is.
It's
Hannah
ABC
Storm, Stephen A.
ESPN.
Smith. Who cares? They're all
trying to
on
sell
there
you a
saying,
product.
No. Listen, Stephen A. Smith is busy being racist against Ohtani right now. He ain't got no time for the Suns.
No kidding.
It's funny though. It's just it's not racist to say a guy needs a translator. It's just you saying that dude don't know English. But then saying, is this the look you want? Now you start to kind of tiptoe into a bad area. I don't think that old Stephen A. Smith being racist. He's just being kind of old school with, come on, man, learn the language. And that's not like a racist thing to say.
Maybe.
White people come from all over who don't know the language just the same. So it's not a racial thing. That's just a language thing. I'm not going to get too upset about that with Stephen A. Smith. There doesn't seem to be any point to it. But back to what we're talking about here with the Suns. Now, Monty Williams came out so Christ-like. He did. He in that interview, he didn't ever said referee. He didn't say anything. He's like, I don't know what a charge is. I don't know what a block is anymore. It seems like it changes, and now I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what to do. He cannot be fined for that. But we all understood what Mr. Soft-Spoken meant when he said that, and it's a damn truth. It's a damn truth.
You guys are ridiculous.
You're ridiculous. Take that damn thing off. I'm going to walk in there
every time it offends
and I'm going to take some hair with it.
I have lots of it. But look, I think that one thing, whenever you look at Devin Booker and his poor performance, you have to attribute it to one of things.
Kardashians.
You attribute it to the Kardashians. That's, I guess, the option number 3. But it's either on Devin Booker or it's the defensive presence that both guards, Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, especially in the part of Drew Holiday, were able to do on him. And I believe it's actually the latter. Now, do I think that even results in another game win for the Bucks in this series? No, I do not. But it was impressive that they were able to make adjustments. This was a game that the Bucks needed to win in order to have some.
To your point,
face.
A lot of the criticism against Budenholzer against that hoser was that he couldn't make in-game adjustments. They made an adjustment. They came out. Where was Monty's adjustment? Oh, well, you can't make adjustments when A, you're short a big man, and B, one of your star players is just so brickaholic, he's got to go out at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It was just one of those things where Monty was like, yeah, we're cooked. And rather than kill ourselves trying to win this one, we've got plenty of other games to go. And by the way, we still have home court.
In the post game conference, I didn't see any panic on the faces of anybody. There was no panic on Booker's face, CP3's face. There was no panic on the coach's face. Everybody is just like, hey, they got one. We regroup and come back and hit it again.
No, the face was a kick in the pants face. You see Chris Paul stewing on the bench over there. Just
everybody was stewing. And that's what you want from players. You want it to hurt. You want that to feel like crap because you want it to be a thing you don't want to experience again. Losing, you get the stink of losing on you, and you are not right until the next win. It's kind of like doing this show. If we have a bad show, I am not right until we've done a decent show.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead. Randy White, 1580 Fanatic. Sure.
Do we ever have any good shows?
Well, I mean, it's a scale. It's a sliding scale with a bell curve.
Okay, very well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
888-368-1580. LL Cool Bean says, I don't want to sound like a downer, but I don't think the Suns can win in Milwaukee. Oh, horse pooey.
Please.
Yeah, they can.
That was an embarrassing loss for the Suns, and I think the reason is because that they lost in a blowout fashion to a team that they should be able to sweep. This is ridiculous that they even lost this game.
Everybody has a bad day, man.
Oh my God!
Everybody has a bad day.
They finally get not even the best team out of the East, and they come out in the finals, and they have them
you
dead
just
to
want
rights.
to be negative.
No,
I just want to trash the Suns because the
Suns
Suns trashed your Lakers, and you still can't get over it.
Name the advantage that the Suns don't have. Coaching, I think it still resides with the Suns.
We are short on big men, and
on big men
until DeAndre can figure out how not to get in foul trouble. By the way, pulling him out in foul trouble, though, the times they did, no, let him get further into foul trouble before you do that.
Well, that's part of the team construction. Whenever you look at the Bucks, that's the one advantage that they will have throughout this. They have the bigs. Whether you want to play small ball bigs with Giannis at the 5, who will always be guarding Ayton and probably be getting in trying to get him into foul trouble. Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, they've got bigs up the wazoo. So whenever you have just DeAndre Ayton, that actually is going to be a problem where he is serviceable enough to get to be a good player against those. But if he gets into foul trouble, you're at a major deficiency.
I would just like to know how many fouls against DeAndre Ayton were legitimate fouls and how many were sort of that ticky-tack NBA BS foul. That's what I want to know.
You watched the game.
Yes.
And for you to say anything other than is disingenuous. There were, I'd say, more than half those calls against DeAndre were BS.
And there you go.
And also Crowder. He was standing there, minding his own business. He got bulldozed, and they called it against Crowder. It's like, what? I was just standing there. I got hit by a bus. You're going to give me the ticket? Give me a break.
You realize PJ Tucker's on the other team and is always consistently giving you the finest defensive showing ever, and he will always be getting those negative calls. Whenever you're a defensive player like that, you will probably be hedging on the edge.
I said
of
Crowder.
foul.
I didn't say PJ.
No,
Tucker.
I know, but I'm saying as a former Sun, I would hope that you have some form of appreciation for him, and that's another team.
I don't appreciate anybody not on the team.
Well, I appreciated the way PJ Tucker took one right in the chops.
Yeah.
Was it campaign or Cam
No,
Johnson?
Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
I don't know what just completely overtook him out of nowhere. All of a sudden, this man is flying in the air and puts a knee right into the kisser. And then, there's the foul. I mean, because the reason is he did move over.
Yeah, slid over, and he was not stationary.
It was a block.
Yep.
And count it, but unfortunately, he didn't get the free throw. But still, who cares? Poster. There's the Cam Johnson poster. I don't even care if they win or lose the game. That's going up on somebody's wall.
Yeah, if I can take
and the look on that dude's face.
And he was just astounded that he did not get the call. But listen, the thing I could take away is that posterized dunk, slam dunk on PJ Tucker. The other thing about the team not looking panicked about anything. Listen, they had an off night. Devin Booker clearly did not have his head in the game last night.
Sometimes you get the shot, you get the yips,
and the shooting was just off last. Yeah. So this team will rebound.
Don't panic.
You're attributing Devin Booker's off night to Devin Booker himself, not to the defensive adjustments made by Mike Budenholzer and Drew Holiday on the guards.
I would say there had been an adjustment, but more Booker got into his own head. He's played against tougher and showed you the first two games and in the past even tougher defenders. He knows how to work them, and he just didn't have it. Sometimes it just happens, man. It's just a bad game by Devin Booker. Now, I'm not saying they didn't make some adjustments, at least before the game, maybe 3 or 4 hours before the game, because certainly no adjustments for Budenholzer happened in a game. But, that just was the thing that started it off, and Booker got into a funk, and there you go. They funked up. That's all there is to it.
Jeffrey, did your wife look at you side-eyes as the game was going on, and the determination and outcome was more determined?
Yeah, she did give me a little grief. Like, you should have never even mentioned. I told you not to say anything, and I'm like, I didn't. She says, broom talk, all the broom talk. I'm like, I'm getting another beer. I'm going to need another. 888-368-1580. Helaman Mike says, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. Everyone, relax. This just falls into the Suns clinker game category. Seems like a game 3 thing. Look for them, especially Booker and Bridges, to have a great game 4. They're undefeated in game 4s in the postseason, by the way. So shut up, Phil. And hey, can I get a burn in hell Giannis? No, I like Giannis. Yeah. I'm not going to burn in hell Giannis.
Especially the way he handled it last night. The media has said, your performance tonight rivals Michael Jordan. And he just kind of giggled and he says, I'm not Michael Jordan, and I'm not concentrating on that. See, I love this about Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm not focused on that. I'm not focused on records. I'm just focused on getting another win.
Yeah. Listen, he seems like a pretty good dude.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, PJ Tucker, I'd like to poke in the eye.
Wow.
Oh, come
just
on.
saying.
That's a former Sun you're talking about.
There is slap him like a zebra?
There is always a player in every series the Suns have to have that kind of smackable face. And I think he's got a smackable face.
Who has the smackable face from the Lakers?
All of them. LeBron.
Oh, my God.
Let's see here. Screaming Eagle says, delicious. Reminds me of mozzarella sticks, but with more flavor. What's this? The hell are you sending me? Food porn. He said, he's showing me something he made in his air fryer. And Doctor must have the day off because he just showed me all the ingredients, the recipe.
Wow.
What are you making there? Oh, air fryer cheese curds.
Gotcha. See, this circles back to our cheese curds conversation last week. Yep.
Yeah, looks good. So if you say it tastes good, I remind you. Big George says, yes, Randy, I told everyone the Suns would not sweep the Bucks because Milwaukee is a very good team. Yeah. Yesterday proved that. Yeah. Suns got to turn this around. I think they're going to lose on Wednesday too. Suns in 6.
Wow. Jeffrey, do you have this in 6? I have this in 5.
I still would say 4 right now. I'm still saying sweep.
They'll beat them so bad in game 4 that it'll
ripple back in time.
They're going to beat them so bad, it's going to fall back to last night.
Absolutely. It's going to cause a tear in the fabric of space and time, and suddenly it'll be a sweep.
I can see that happening.
I'm still on it. Daylight Drew says, dang, boys, Suns were abused by the Bucks, like Andy Dufresne in Shawshank shower scene. Ouch!
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, actually, Andy Dufresne was never caught in the showers. He was always caught in the laundry room. He was caught in the movie room.
Can you just let a joke be a joke? Can't you just let it just be?
I mean, he went through an entire football field of filth and
you're
unimaginable
ruining
horror.
Daylight Drew's joke. We all got it. It could have been funny, but you needed to Phil-splain it.
Well, if we're gonna be cinematically accurate here,
great, more Phil-splaining.
Mr.
Wilbur says, "Oh, it was all my fault. I took the under and then I got it right. The over/under was actually 222." Large Marge says, "Credit to Portis. Don't give me the time signal when you've got that stupid armband on.
It's time for the Suns, man. Rally the Valley."
Wow. We're going to fire this one. Credit to Portis. He played the greatest game of his career.
Yeah.
Look it up. Jeez Louise, made me need a drink. Drink for Large Marge, please. By the way, CP3 is 0-12 postseason whenever that damn Foster's working a game. Hashtag F Zebras.
I mean, Bobby Portis had 11 points, but what's more impressive is the way he played the game and the kind of defense that he unleashed on the Sun. So it'll be interesting this next game. I think everybody just kind of relax. The series is not over. There's nothing on the edge here. Hey, everybody.
Mr. Pringle wants to know, why did Booker sit out the fourth quarter? Because he was playing so bad. Monty knew he was so far in his head. He just like, come on out. There's no point to even risking you getting hurt as bad as this is. Also, Mr. Pringle thinks Phil needs some turd polish. Yeah. Let's see. King Nerd says, good afternoon, Blender folks. Randy, bottle your finest for the Queen and I to celebrate our 25th anniversary.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, good for you guys.
Happy anniversary to King and Queen Nerd. Well done, my friend. Wing Guru says, how is Randy's caffeine intake going? Holy cow. Tell Phil to shut up. Anyone who knows the thing about basketball, dude was asleep. It wasn't going to happen. Milwaukee's there for a reason. They're a good team, and they would win at least one home. I knew the sweep wasn't happening. Bala says, oh, yeah, he sent the pictures. Golly, even a different – I saw the TV. I thought it was amazing. Some of the pictures from the different angle. It's like Cam Johnson just was in flight. How did he not hurt himself at that height?
That was amazing.
Usually you need oxygen for that, you know.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We come back. We'll get back to the text line. We'll talk some more about the Suns, but I want to talk about Conor McGregor and his hinged ankle and some of the other stuff that happened over the weekend. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Mortgage rates are nearing all-time lows. Now is the time to refinance or purchase a home and take advantage of the low-rate environment. District Lending can help. We are a local mortgage broker that's been helping Arizona homeowners for years. We have rates into the low twos on certain products, and we never charge any lender fees. Call or text 480-694-7890, or you can check out our rates at districtlending.com/rates. NMLS ID 1835285, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. Coming up on Tuesday at 1 p.m. as we get closer to Game 4, I'll keep you updated on the news for the Suns and the Bucks. Major League Baseball Home Run Derby was Monday night. Was it exciting? We'll get into it. The All-Star Game is Tuesday night. A lot of stars are sitting out. What can we expect? The NFL is getting ready for training camp. The news is coming out. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event. Tuesday, 1 p.m. on 1580, 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
Hey there, homeowners. Are you experiencing pipe leaks? Is your water bill unexpectedly high? Or are you suffering from low water pressure? These are signs of widespread pipe failure due to old, corroded, and shoddy pipes. Rerouting a pipe or other Band-Aid fixes are not the answer. Only a whole house repipe with brand new high-quality PEX or copper will permanently solve the problem. Repipe Specialists. No more leaks and great water pressure. They've been doing this for over 25 years. Repipe in just 1 to 2 days at half the cost of a plumber with a lifetime guarantee. Say goodbye to leaks once and for all. Enjoy a pipe leak-free home and eliminate the risk of potential water damage.
Call us today for your free in-home estimate. We'll even take 20% off our already low price and receive 0% interest when you call today. Call 888-380-7097. 888-380-7097. That's 888-380-7097.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees. 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
It's summer in Arizona, and your summer home for sports has you covered. Don't miss a minute of action from the Arizona Rattlers. Listen to all their home games live on the Fanatic. NASCAR is full throttle. Find out how the season begins to unfold when you hear NASCAR racing live. The NFL ramps up for the 2021-22 season. Get all the updates and info on your home for the NFL in the Valley. It's summertime, and the Fanatic is your summer home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Also at 95.9 FM in the East Valley.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. Listen, we're about a week away from being finished with all the work we're doing on 1580 AM.
That's great news.
That's right. It's going to be clearer during the day, better signal at night, but, we might have some outages on there. Might be on, might be off. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know the schedule, but we do know this. You want to go and get yourself that app. Get the Fanatic app on your phone. Be ready to use that as a backup if you lose the 1580 AM. A lot of people listen to 99.3 FM. Some people listen to 95.9 FM. But I'll tell you what, it's always there for you online at 1580thefanatic.com. You can stream it from right there, or you can get the app, or you can use your Alexa. You can use your Google. You can watch us through the YouTube. There's plenty of other ways to get your fix. When the signal is off, so they can move some things around. So remember that. Get it done, because you're going to be very, very sad if you can't hear it.
The Fanatic, your site for happy hour. Get all the apps.
Thanks, Phil. 888-368-1580. By the way, Rattlers played on our station over the weekend.
They Saturday.
They win again. Right now, they're in the number one slot of the IFL standings. And as I look through this, the team that Kevin Guy owns, the Sugar Skulls,
Tucson Sugar Skulls,
they're almost at the bottom.
Wow.
So I wonder if that bothers him. Like, he owns the team that's at the bottom. Are they like the Washington Generals to the Arizona Rattlers being
I don't know.
Harlem Globetrotters?
Because I believe Coach Guy's wife is the
she the GM?
She's the GM or the team president. I can't figure out which one it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So she's running the day-to-day operations down there in Tucson.
They got 2 wins and 6 losses. The Arizona Rattlers have 7 wins and 1 loss. Up next for the Rattlers at the the Massachusetts Pirates. Massachusetts Pirates.
I see. Okay.
And that's a pretty good team. They're 6-3 right now.
They do have a separate general manager, but it is Kathy Guy who is the co-owner.
Right. So whatever the case, the Rattlers, steamrolling their way to a championship this season.
They played the Northern Arizona, what's the name of that
Wranglers?
team? Wranglers.
Oh, they got their asses whooped, and that team is the bottom of the barrel, 1-7.
Wow, that's too bad.
So the Tucson Sugar Skulls. After that, the Duke City Gladiators. After that, Sioux Falls Storm, Iowa Barnstormers, Green Bay Blizzard, Bismarck Bucks, the Massachusetts Pirates. Massachusetts is a long word.
Yeah.
So that is the only one that shortens.
That's why you got to shorten it.
Yeah. And Spokane Shockers and Frisco Fighters. By the way, speaking of team names, the Washington football team has said, we're not going to be the Warriors. We've decided with all the bad, mojo from the past, we're going to stay completely away from Native American name no matter what, which I think is kind of a short-sighted thing. I think if you'd have come back and said, all right, we're going to make good with a Native American sort of connection and mascot that everybody can agree with, and we all know is not racist, but instead they're like, no, clean break. We're just going to do something else.
Yeah, and I think the feeling on that from the team's perspective, and I'm not Dan Snyder. I'm talking about just the team president. The thinking is,
nobody cares what Dan Snyder thinks.
There's been enough damage to the American, Native American population. They don't want to have any possible way that it could be offensive or taken or construed the wrong way. So they've spent a lot of time doing their research. They're going to stay completely away.
I feel like they could have figured that out if they wanted
Well,
to.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, in the article I read at CBSSports.com, that's what the team is saying. We don't want any possibility of us offending any of our Native Americans.
That's precisely the thing.
Well, here's an idea. Have a conversation about it. Find out where you are okay and where you're not okay.
Well,
and maybe pay tribute to the people you have been mocking for so many years.
And they have spoken out to Native American leaders throughout the country, especially in their region. And they've spent a lot of time in research on this. So
they're saying that the Native Americans were like, we're good.
I have a feeling that's what they're getting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Damage done. Move on, please.
Yep. All right. So now it makes you kind of curious. Where are they going to go? Not the Warriors. Not the anythings that's Native American. So
I say the Washington Criminals.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. I doubt that's going to be the final choice.
I've always been in favor of the Red Tails.
Yeah, I like that too.
I love the Red Tails. Don't get me wrong. But what underlines what's going on in Washington right now and has been for many years? The criminals, damn it.
Lobbyists.
No, not the lobbyists, the criminals. Who's with me, Fourth Dimension?
How would the lobbyists win? Would they just get the other team to slowly
they just get
back
paid.
up on their
That's it. They just get paid. Everybody on the team gets paid, and that's it. That's all that matters.
I know Big George is going to text in. He'll be with me on that.
No, I'm thinking he's probably going to go Red Tails too. I'm guessing on that. Just the Tip says, I just heard Fildo say the Suns are missing Sark. No asterisks to this championship because all the teams the Sun played were injured. Well, guess what? Now the Suns are injured too. Got no asterisks, do you?
Did they mess up their backup big man who played 12 minutes per game? That's really fair compared to Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis.
Hey,
good Lord.
How dare you? Sarge is a giant among men. He said, also, good afternoon. Jeffrey is correct. The NBA is definitely behind giving the Bucks a better chance to win than the Suns. Game looked like a Harlem Globetrotters game. NBA last night wasn't that far away from fake wrestling. Okay, you might be going a little bit farther out there than what I was saying, but I hear you. Rye Guy says, at least the Suns can win it all at home now. And there was some speculation that somebody put their arm around Devin Booker and said, hey, it'd be great. Make it look good. So they can come home.
I don't think so.
Helaman Mike says, how about a burn in hell, Scott Foster? Hell yeah.
All right.
Burn in hell, Scott Foster. Burn in hell, Scott Foster. Shut the hell up, Phil. There you go.
I was hoping it would still stick with Scott Foster at the end.
Shut the hell up, Phil.
Yeah.
Cardinal Art says, can I get a double shot of the finest whiskey and a forecast weather report? Because this high pressure dew point and this humidity is killing me.
Well, I will tell you, from the 1580 The Fanatic Harmon Solar Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White coming at you live. We've got some clouds, some high pressures moving into the state. Some moisture is surrounding us in a circular sort of motion.
I think that's happening.
And what's happening tonight? Watch out in the West Valley. There's already some flash flood warnings that have been issued.
West Valley.
Blowing dust and a good chance of a thunder boomer or two. Of course, out in Jeffrey's part of the world, there's always that chance because the storms just seem to come up through the Santan Valley there and swing right through Jeffrey's house.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
2 days in a row.
Utter chaos for a couple of days out there where Jeffrey lives. And the trees were everywhere. There was trash. Small animals were flying through the air. There were some kids. It was crazy. Fences knocked down. Utter chaos.
True.
But currently under mostly sunny skies with some clouds out there and a light breeze. It's 106 degrees. Back to you, Jeffco.
Randy, can you get it moist again with that circular motion?
Circular motion. Moist.
Yeah.
A lot of circular.
See, that to me looks like wax off from the Karate Kid.
This would be wax on.
No, wax on is this one.
Yeah, this
wax
is wax
off,
on. This is wax off.
Oh, I think you're right. Wax on.
A lot of
The right hand is wax on.
Just want to make sure we're right about waxing off.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's true. Friday night, I believe Friday night, it was like 70-mile-an-hour wind. Took a couple of screens off the house. Took everything on my back porch, and moved it down the patio. I was surprised nothing went in the pool. And then it took a quick left to around the other side of the house, and everything piled up against the fence because of how strong the winds were. Wow. And all these bushes that we have out there that are kind of new, I'm like, well, those are going the way of Dorothy right now. None of them did. They all made it. So
now those are the yellow teacups,
the
right?
yellow bells that we
the yellow
talked
bells.
about.
That's right.
If you're new to the show, a while back, I realized getting tired of looking at my neighbors behind us. So we were like, we got the bushes that would grow the biggest and the fastest, and there was much conversation about this. But yeah, those. I told my wife, this is good. She's like, how's it good? Those things were getting whipped around like crazy. And I said, no, this will make them stronger.
Yeah,
it'll make them stronger. They'll grow up bigger and badder and faster. We got to keep watering them like crazy. And then the next night, I'm like, oh, here comes again, same thing. Only this time, they added rain. And a lot of hail.
How about that?
Oh, man, the hail was huge.
Yeah.
And it was coming in horizontal. So here comes horizontal hail coming in probably about 40, 50 miles an hour. And I'm like, I'm not going out there this time.
Wow.
I don't even care if something goes in the pool. And again, everything in the patio got moved around the back of the house.
Broken or damaged windows or anything?
No, actually, it's pretty lucky. I thought the hail hitting the windows was going to break something, but no. Like I said, took off a couple of screens on the house each night.
Wow.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I mean, then as soon as you walk out my front door, you look down the street, 1 tree down, 2 tree down, 3, all the way down the street. People's mesquite trees were just down.
Wow.
And then driving around, you saw the damage like crazy out there. And, over another neighborhood, there was a big fence that was like a big concrete fence with the metal railing on top. That thing was blown over like it was about sagged over to fall. So it's like, wow.
Well,
it's crazy.
Did you check on my weather experiment out there at your house? Did that actually happen?
What are you talking about?
Did we gather any data from that weather experiment out at your
Where
house?
did you put this thing?
It was on the roof.
I don't go on the roof. I don't know what's on the roof anymore.
Well, Alex said I could. She said I could put the weather experiment up on the roof, so I did that.
What was the experiment?
Well, I was trying to catch lightning.
Why would you do that on my house?
Well, you always get the storms out there, and I figure your house is the tallest one in the neighborhood. And if I put the weather experiment up on the house, then I would be able to catch the lightning the easiest.
Oh, I get it. So my wife just messaged me and she says, I gave Randy permission because I knew it would never work anyway. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Maybe I shouldn't have read that one out loud. Sorry. That was maybe a little hurtful.
That was in poor taste.
Really? Wow. Sorry, Randy.
I'm going to need a moment.
Yeah. Let's see. Thunder Snow says Phil is saying the right things, but he doesn't mean it. So he's being a complete asshat. Yeah. I just seriously want you to take off that sun stuff.
Come on, guys. We got to rally the valley.
You are
If your valley has not been rallied, then you, sir, are not a